Harry, Ron and Hermione are constantly being chased by snatchers. They're the lowest of the low, really, the people who've been let out of all that wizard prisons, who have now been given responsibility and authority by the people who are now running the ministry.
You have nothing to fear if you have nothing to hide.
The snatchers run around, round up anybody who's on a list who's mudblood or suspected mudblood or a muggle who's been in the way or done something which we don't really approve of.
Snatchers!
Just cutthroats, really.
Snatch them!
We had a lot of fun with Scabior without having to do the backstory, without having to mention it. The whole look was a composite between costume designer, who's brilliant, and then the producers coming in to sort of finesse the ideas and make sure we didn't get too carried away.
He's a very louche character, but with a lot of flair and attitude, big attitude.
Don't touch her! Your boyfriend will get much worse than that if he doesn't learn to behave himself.
Initially, the producers wanted it to be much more like some sort of pikey, sort of crusty soap dodger, and I came up with the idea of it being a bit more Camden rock star.
And don't overdo this first one.
Good God,
I think
no.
it might be fine. Okay.
Came up with the idea of having a tattoo so that you know that I'm actually a proper bona fide bad boy. I wear the scarf so people can't see the Scabior tattoo.
My biggest faux pas, these these are these sort of omnisexual boots, so you can, you see, these should be worn by a girl with fishnets and a rah-rah skirt. They're Gary's old ones, and I thought, great, I want to wear Gary Oldman's boots, because that's as cool as you could possibly get. And everyone else has got a big, sensible pair of outdoor boots. I was so busy trying to look cool, which I think is part of the sacrifice.
Roll speed, stand speed. Don't touch her!
Greyback is using Voldemort to hand in victims. He's a mercenary, he wants his payment in flesh, and Voldemort seems to be the best option to side with.
What happened to you, ugly? No, not you.
Traditionally, werewolves, many of them hate their curse, and they'll run and hide, so when they transform, they're not going to infect anyone. The difference with Fenrir is he actually enjoys it, and so we wanted to sort of demonstrate some of what I was feeling inside, express it outside, so not only do I feel like a werewolf, feel savage, I look more savage, and as each film progresses, I'm travelling further down that road of savagery.
Change your plan. We're not going to the ministry.
This prosthetic is almost totally prosthetic. The only part of this is me. I've got contacts in my eyes, but the prosthetic runs right up underneath my eyelid, and it's just faded off just underneath and above, and also around the mouth it just fades off into the lips. So it's total prosthetic, whereas last year this was all me, but again you couldn't see the joint. You're gonna shift it till it hurts, right? No. I'm only teasing. Yeah. As I develop more, the prosthetic's becoming heavier, so I am aware I've got it. But most of it's internal, the feeling of Greyback, so it's quite easy for me to, give off that feeling that there could be violence at any moment. You there, ugly? Liz says you're lying. How come you don't want us to know who you are?
It's wrong, I told you I am. When you want something really dirty done, you get really dirty people to do it. We're the snatchers, so we're the guys that run and keep running and keep running. You can't run away from us. That just makes it more fun.